See, I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I didn't wait around for Dr. Barry to shoot me. The I'm doing half the time. I didn't wait around for Dr. Barry to shoot me. The AI link. Like if she sends me the picture, I'm happy to get that picture. That's cool. We can do that. But I'm here for a minute. Like, oh my god, and nothing seems to be working on my phone. I can't seem to invite anybody up here. That kind of sucks. Like, am I doing it wrong? It looks like no, it's not frozen because my screen is still doing a thing. Huh? You don't know. Oh, TikTok. Huh? You don't know. Oh, TikTok. Hey, Breaker. I suck at this. Apparently, none of my controls are working at all. I feel like TikTok is freezing up on me. I don't see how Dr. Barry did it. And you were in the chat longer than I was here. Like, wow. Like, I don't. Can you even hear me right now, Breaker? Nope, this is not working out for me. And there are people coming, like, I'm working on it, and people are liking it all. I feel really bad. Like, I don't hear anything. I don't have a chat bar. I see Breaker's name. Let me see. Will it let me? Yeah, man. It's just. It says I got 3 comments. I can't see your comments. Okay, alright. I got a chat bar here. Let me see if my phone will cooperate. And it looks like the chat is trying to move. Like TikTok is just running really slow for me. I'm sorry, guys. Like I'm working on it. Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me at all? I guess I wouldn't hear anything. Like I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Mic check. Yeah, see my keyboard is not my keyboard is giving me shit. Yeah, I suck at this, y'all. Okay, so you hear me. Cool, but I still don't have keyboard. I don't have control. I guess there are no guests, so it's really nothing to control, but I still would like my little chat bar. But I'm only here. I don't remember that dude's name. It was like Big Floppy or something like that. Can somebody go grab Big Floppy so we can knock this out real quick? Oh, there he is. There he is. So he can hear me. Great. So I'm not insane. I don't know what I'm doing. This is why Dr. Barry is the host. This is why you can't give me power because I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like none of you guys are like mods for me because I don't go live enough to do mods. I just okay. I'm trying. It says you just joined. Okay, go live with guests. Okay, I can invite you. Boom. Oh, okay, here we go. He trying to learn. The old man is learning. Okay, I can invite you. Boom. Oh, okay, here we go. He trying to learn. The old man is learning. The old man might actually pick something up.
Hello?
Oh, and I can hear you, but I don't see a little box for you at all. Oh, I get a big old box for you. Fantastic. Look at me learning some skills. Oh, and okay, there it is. So all the stuff I need is here. I still don't have my chat box. So I can't chat for whatever reason, but that's okay. I'm not here to talk to them. I'm here to talk to you. We seem to be having a disconnect, sir. Let's sort this out.
All right, I agree. We were discussing a topic, and you know, topic was whether AI art should be considered art.
I have I not have we not cleared the definition for you to your satisfaction? Like I'm happy to go through all the motions again. We're like brand new. Like we'll just walk through it like you and I. This is the first time we talk. I want to do that, but I kind of want to have the benefit because you and me just went back and forth for a minute. You kind of know what I'm trying to say here. Do we already agree on the definition of art, or do we have to go through the shtick?
All right, so we were talking about whether AI art is considered art, and that is a subjective. There's no source that's objective source that states that AI art is
Okay.
art or AI art isn't art.
Okay.
It's a
First, I
subjective opinion.
disagree with you. First, I disagree with you, like wholeheartedly. Yes, art is subjective, but whether or not a piece is art can be objective or not, especially if you and I agree on a definition. So again, we swing back around to: did you and I agree on the original definition?
The original definition of art?
Yes. Did in our conversation, because I don't remember, I have so many of these conversations. No, Breaker, I've been doing lives for a while. I just don't do it on this topic. I've had conversations all night about it, and I've used dictionary definitions. Did you and I go over a dictionary definition, or are you happy to have me read you one now and we see if we agree to it?
Um, yeah, you can say the dictionary definition, please.
Okay. I'm on Oxford. The Oxford Dictionary says it is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay, now, before we go any further here, I want you to understand Dr. Barry does not hold a debate space. I live in debate spaces, I thrive there. So I will be adhering here to the laws of logic. I will logically walk you through this. Are you familiar with the laws of logic? Like, do you like the like A is A can't be A and B, A can't be A and B at the same time? Like, it's pretty basic. Like, logic.
Yeah. I believe logic is what you can factually prove with objective information.
Okay, so if when we're having this conversation, I need you to understand that in no way is my opinion or bias in this. I'm speaking to you from a logical standpoint. I will offer you premises and a conclusion. And logically speaking, if you agree with my premises, you have to agree with the conclusion. Can we agree to that? If you don't agree with
Give
that,
me a
like we
second. Give
can
me a
talk
second.
it out. I don't want to trap you in shit.
Can you give me a second? Give me like a couple
Sure,
seconds. I'm sorry. I need to do something.
sure. Take your time. While he's doing that, I'll try to be entertaining. Hey, guy. Hey, Victor. This is different. Like I know, my shit's kind of evolved. I went from Power Ranger fanatic to whining about my ex-wife, and now I'm super gung ho for AI. And I still, to this day, like I know the Power Rangers community is like hopelessly against AI. Don't care. Don't care. I will be using large language models to bring my shit to life, and it will be the last big thing. I stand on that 10 toes down. You can't tell me otherwise. Hi, daughter of the bear. Oh, Father Trinity is here. Oh, this is just becoming a whole fun thing, guys. I didn't. My goal wasn't to be here all night. I literally, me and Big Flopper want to have this conversation, and we're gonna iron it out. He said he needed a few minutes, so now I'm being entertaining. Now I'm doing a thing. Like so often I come on here and when in these spaces we're talking about logic. I'm saying, hey, logically speaking, here are the things that I'm talking about. And then when you get people to agree, yeah, that's logic. We get all the way to the end and they go, well, yeah, well, I don't agree with the conclusion. All the premises seem to be working, but the conclusion, I don't agree with that. I disagree with you. I don't disagree with the logic. No, you're disagreeing with the logic. This is the logic. The logic was sound, the logic was valid. In any logical syllogism, if you agree with my premises, you have to agree to the conclusion. Look at Father Trinity hitting the likes. Like I am not like an algorithm whore. Like I don't care. Like I want to have this talk with this dude. I'm trying to do it. If people show up, people show up. Like I'm more of the trusty sidekick for Dr. Barry, so I'm not looking to get my metrics up. I just want to have this talk with this dude. That's all that is. Thank you for all the stuff, my guy. Like if I was literate in any way, I would like make you guys mods and shit. But like I don't suspect I'm gonna get a whole lot of traffic here. But Big Flopper's back.
All right, I'm back.
Fantastic. So
Okay, so what's
did
your
did you go ahead?
so you're saying that logic is something that you can prove with objective fact,
Yes,
right?
logic. I'm going to adhere to the laws of logic throughout this conversation. You won't hear anything, at least argument wise, about my feelings. I'll have feelings about the logic, but I will be able to back up anything I say with the logic. So many times we have these conversations where we get people to agree to logic, we get people to agree to the definition, and then when we get down to it, we give them the premises, but they still just won't agree with the conclusion. I want to think you're not one of those people. So let's have a productive conversation and break down if AI art should be considered art or not. Can you just, in a nutshell, just give me your reasons why you think it shouldn't be considered?
All right. Before I state my reasons why, I just want to discuss that we can agree on common basis that we both have an opinion on something that is subjective, right?
What do you mean? Yes, like I want to make sure that I'm understanding you. I can have an opinion, and my opinion would be subjective. You can have an opinion, and you can be, and that would be subjective to you. Is that what you're asking me?
No, I'm basically telling you, asking you if you agree that whether or not you think AI art is considered art is subjective.
No, that's objective. That's an objective fact that it is. I can prove it objectively.
So you can prove 100% that AI art is art.
Objective, objectively, yes.
Well, if you can prove that it is art objectively based on logic, then can you show me the studies that say it is?
The
Or what
studies,
or what you're
like
basing your logic on? The objective
I, I'm
facts.
basing, I'm basing it on the laws of logic. Like, would you like me to go through the laws of logic with you? I can do that. Right? Like, and I'm not saying that you're dumb. I'm saying I can go through the laws of logic with you, so you know that the logic that I'm using. This is logic from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. If you want to question my validity in the logic, I'm pulling this directly from the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. These are the laws. This is what governs the world. It's why planes fly. It's why science works. Logic. So if you're looking for me to cite a study, science.
All right. So give me a second. Um, can you go over these laws of logic, please, if you can?
Absolutely. The laws of logic, very simple. Like I won't like get super technical with you. Law one, the law of identity. It
Wait,
just means
sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you tell me where you're getting this information from?
the
So I can.
Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy.
I apologize. Can you go on?
Okay, law of identity. Now I'm paraphrasing because the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy is dense. The
I
law of
agree.
identity just says A equals A. Can you agree with that? That a thing is itself?
Yeah.
Okay. Law number two is the law of contradiction, of non contradiction. I'm sorry. So A can't be B. So if I'm a thing, I can't be another thing. That's just non contradiction. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. The law of excluded middle says I that A how do I explain this? For any proposition, it's either true and negation can't be true. If a thing is false, then it can't be true. That's it. A false thing can't be true. This is why contradictions don't work. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Fantastic. So now we've nailed down the laws of logic. I'm going to go back to the definition of art, which is the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. We still on the same page with the definition?
Yep. That is the definition of art.
Okay, let's tackle we're going to tackle this in pieces. Human creative skill. What is human creative skill to you? Like which would adhere to the laws of logic. I'm not asking for your personal definition. If you had to say, "Hey, this is what human creative skill is," what would that be?
I believe human creative skill is hard to define for me. So,
I'll help you out. I'll help you out because I'm a writer. And I've been a writer now professionally for about 25 years. My first published novel sucks ass. I can tell you, the royalty checks will agree with you. It's not good. But over the course of
yeah,
25 years, I've found my voice. I think I'm the shit now. But at the same time, I don't consider my first works less my voice than the new one is. I just have a better voice. I've honed that creative skill. So the human creative skill for me would just be for me to find ways to better articulate my imagination.
right. And I think that that is a statement that I agree with.
Okay, fantastic.
But
So,
I also have a different definition myself.
but that yeah, but is it beyond the scope of logic, or are these your personal feelings?
I believe it can be proved by logic.
Sure. Well, okay. So if my definition of human creative skill is not the one that you're looking for, you and I can objectively agree to a different one right now. Let's hammer it out.
Okay, I believe that creative skill is something that you yourself can improve.
I agree.
Like, yeah,
That's in the definition. Yeah, it can improve. Like again, my first work bad, my new work much better. It's improved over the years, but I wouldn't say that my first work was not art because it lacked poor skill. It was just not the best art. It was a bad book, but it was
yeah,
still a book nonetheless. So I still think that my definition of human creative skill encompasses your objection.
yeah. I think we can agree
Oh,
that that is basically what skill is.
okay, so we can recognize that I now have a human creative skill. Cool. Now, for me to move forward, I would more than likely be coming up with something that was in my own mind. Whether I went to Pinterest and looked at other things, whether I saw a Joss Whedon movie and then I had an idea on the toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning, I used my imagination. My imagination is what fired me up to say, I'm going to turn on my laptop and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do a thing. Can we agree that typically that's where the first idea starts is within the imagination?
All right, so what I think you're saying is ideas are classified by your imagination, like what your personal
Yeah.
imagination.
Yes, I am personally, and notice that I prefaced it. I am personally of the thought that art begins at conception. I have an idea. Nothing will move forward. The project stops dead in the water unless I do something else.
Yeah,
I have not implemented any human creative skill, but art for me begins at conception. Now, how I'm going to show that to you may differ, but the art starts right there when I have the thought. You with me there?
yeah. I believe that art. Excuse me. Yeah, if you have an idea and you execute it, then
Fantastic.
I mean,
Fantastic. So far, we seem to be on the same page. I really want you to keep that energy. And again, so far, before we go any further than this, have I said anything to you that has been outside of the laws of logic that we agreed to?
no, I believe we have the same agreement on what an idea
if
is,
there
and
were, if there were an idea that was beyond the scope of logic, can you agree that you and I agreed to it? Because again, I adhere to that art begins at conception. I can't logically prove that to you. It's my belief. I gave you my reasons why, but you supported it. So we can't say that that's outside the laws of logic because you and I have agreed to it. Is that fair?
yeah, but trying to okay. So yeah, we agree on the basic topic that
Okay.
art
We so
starts with an idea, and you have to
yeah,
execute that idea in order to create the art.
yes. So, human creative skill and imaginations have been satisfied. The only thing I have to do now is express it with an application, correct?
Yes, yes, I agree.
Okay. So, if I was a painter, what would my application of choice be?
Painting,
Okay. If I was a guitarist, what would my application of choice be?
music,
Okay. So,
sound.
with that in mind, I think it's safe that we can agree that under the premise it's person plus the application they use to express themselves equals art. Do you agree with that statement?
Hold up, give me a second.
Sure. Hi, Sydney. I see you, Queen. Thank you for swinging by. This is what I do in my free time when I'm not busy creating and I'm not the princess of hip hop and R&B. I'm debating people online about AI art. So I'm so happy that you swung by. You get to see me in my element.
All right. Yes, I believe that art is the idea and in your mind that you have, and the medium you choose to
Okay,
express yourself with.
so I'm gonna make this because I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes, and I'm gonna make this super duper big. 18. We have agreed together that person plus the application equals art. We good?
Yeah. Well, I said that ideas plus the medium is what I
Yeah. So
personally
the
classify as
medium
a.
the medium would be the application. The
Yeah.
method
Yeah.
by which I've chosen. I can even change it to person versus medium if that's what you prefer.
That is what I personally
Okay,
think it
so
is. But
person versus medium. So let's just so we're not arguing past each other. Again, the medium would be in in our example here is just the method by which I show you my human creative skill and imagination. Whatever medium I choose to show it to you, whether it be a pen, whether it be chalk, whether it be smoke signals, however I choose to show it to you, that's our medium. Do we agree?
yeah, I agree with that.
Fantastic. Now, for funsies, we have agreed that person plus medium equals art. Would you also agree that person minus medium is not art?
Um,
It's
yes, I
not a trick
believe that
question.
creativity on its own is an art
Yeah,
because you're expressing yourself.
that's just the law of excluded middle. You need the medium by which to do it, right? Like
Yeah.
that's important. Like I could have the thought in my head, and even if the thought was a song, I need to at the least sing it or hum it for it to be. I've used that medium to express my art, right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So
Yes, I
now
agree.
we have satisfied the human creative skill and imagination because I'm that person. I'm the person who's doing it. The medium by which I have chosen to do this is the large language model. For you, maybe it's a guitar. For you, maybe it's graphic art. For you, maybe it's a camera. But the camera or the paintbrush or whatever medium you choose would do nothing without you, would it?
Yes, I agree with that. That's true.
Okay. If I sat down in front of the most sophisticated large language model there was and I didn't put in my human creative skill and imagination, I would get nothing, wouldn't I?
Yes, that is true because you put in the input to.
So so we are now agreeing, and I'm just hammering it home that person plus medium equals art. We agree?
I believe that person plus having control of the medium is what
Okay, we
dictates it
can,
being art.
you and I can address the control in a minute. You and I we've already had that
Yeah.
conversation, but now I want you to notice that you did just try to sneak a new thing into the conversation.
Oh yeah,
Now
I
I'm
haven't.
happy to, now I'm happy to put person plus medium plus control equals art if that would make you feel better, and then I can walk you through how I do in fact have control. Is that necessary, or did I satisfy that in our last talk?
Yeah, I believe we're just going over common basis and what we agree with as art. So,
Yeah, but you brought it up again. So
mm,
did I not clear up control for
but
you? Do you do? I can do it again for you.
no, no, no. We're just we're going over. Okay, can you speak real quick? We're going over our common basis on what we think art is, but I haven't fully explained what I think art is because I believe it is other things
Okay,
besides just the
no,
medium and the
but
person
you're
and the idea.
but that's not what we agreed to. We just
Yeah.
walked through this. You're now moving away from the logic that we agreed to because at every step I asked you and re-asked you and asked you a third time did you agree. I then hammered home that person plus medium equals art. And now that I think you know where I'm going with it, you want to add new things. I'm fine with that. Would you like to add a new thing to this equation?
Well, I just personally, I don't want my words to be twisted because my
And
that
no,
isn't my full
and
definition of art
that's
yet.
why that's why we're adhering to logic. I'm asking you now, if you don't agree with person plus medium equals art, what else would you like to add to this equation for it to equal art for you?
Yes, I don't believe person plus medium equals art is the full definition of art.
Okay, so what is person plus medium equal art missing? Because I've the person represent like let's walk through this really quick. We agree that the person brings the human creativity, skill, and imagination, right?
Yes.
We agree that the medium or application is the expression of that, right?
Yep.
So we agree that person plus medium equals art, right? You see where I'm losing you? You see how when I break it down to you, that human creative skill and imagination, person, plus AI medium, expression and human application equals art. When I say person plus medium equals art, you go, oh yeah, that makes logical sense. But when we take those things out and say the human creative skill and imagination plus the method by which I use to create that art equals art, you go, oh no, there's more to it. So I'm asking you, what more to it is there?
Okay. Um, I believe that person plus medium equals art is a simplistic definition of what art is.
That's all I need. That's all I need because art doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't have to be Mozart. It doesn't have to be the Mona Lisa. It has to be a human creative skill and imagination and then expressed through an application. It
Yeah, that's what.
satisfies all of that's all it needs to be. And it satisfied each of these conditions by the laws of logic that you and I agreed to.
Well, I agree that it has to require an idea and a medium, but that's not all
That's
of it.
just the art.
That's not
That's
all
it.
of it.
But that's absolutely all of it. But I'm asking you, what more would you like to add to the equation? I'm happy to add in more things for you.
My personal definition of what art is that
No,
you have to
no,
have.
no, not personal, not personal. What can be adhered to by the laws of logic, laws of identity, law of non-contradiction, and the law of excluded middle. My definition satisfies that because A equals A, person equals human skill and imagination, medium equals the tool by which I use. I'm using the laws of logic. You want to shoehorn in something else,
Okay,
and we agreed we wouldn't do that.
I was about to explain what my
I
logical
don't. I don't.
opinion
I
was.
don't want your logic. I want logic.
Yeah, I'm
I
explaining my
want,
opinion based on logic. That's what you're doing as well, is it not?
no, you. I don't want to argue your personal philosophies. I'm giving you the laws of logic we both agreed to. I'm not arguing anything personally. You haven't heard anything Oh well, I personally think this, except for the one thing that we did agree with. That was the caveat. So no, I'm not looking for anything that you have to say about it personally. I'm saying that logically speaking, We have satisfied every condition that art needs to be for it to qualify to be art. And you're saying it's missing something else. And when I say, well, what is that thing? You can't pin it to me in logic. You have to say it's something about your feelings. And I'm not interested.
Well, I was about to
I'm not
explain it,
interested.
but it's not based on feelings, it's based on logic.
Okay, give me your logic. What is it about this? Even though you've agreed to my premises and the conclusion, and then you did the thing you said you wouldn't do, what more do we need to add to this definition?
You have to have control over the medium. That's what
Okay,
I'm
you
arguing.
and I, we satisfied that level of control, but I'm happy to have the conversation with you again. I will even put in person plus medium plus control equals art. Will that satisfy it for you?
So what you're saying is that your definition is not an opinion, and it's just fact.
No, mine adheres to the laws of logic concisely. It just so happens that I share that opinion because I want to believe as many true things as possible and as few false things as possible. So I live my life by the laws of logic as close as I possibly can.
All right, so I just want to restate the question that we're going over so we don't get too off track. It's is
Sure.
AI art considered art? That's what we're
Yes.
going over.
Yes. Is AI art, and can AI artists be considered artists? My contention is yes. I have met the dictionary definition to your satisfaction, but now we added in control, and then I can show you that we also have control over it. That's fine.
All right,
So,
that's
so we can move forward. Define control for me.
all right. So we can go on the basis that we both have our separate opinions about
No,
this.
no, no. I'm looking for the definition of control. I don't want your opinion on control. I want the definition of control. Now, I happen to be in front of my computer. I can do it for you.
But we're debating is
Yeah,
inherently subjective.
yes, yes, and words mean words here. So I don't get to say I have a special word. I'm going to use words the way the words mean words. Do you see how that works? Like I can't, my personal opinions can't fall into this because that wouldn't be objective. So I'm at the Oxford
What do you
Dictionary
mean? There's
now, and I've
nothing
looked up.
objective about this. We're
But it
discussing.
absolutely is. It
We're discussing a
absolutely is, and
subjective topic.
I've shown it to you logically, and you just don't know why you're not following me. Here's my definition of control from the Oxford Dictionary. I want you to tell me if you agree with this or not. It's the very first one. The power to make decisions about how, well, now a country or area is handled. No, we're not talking about countries or areas. The ability to make somebody do what you want. Do you want to go with that one? I'm happy to go try to find a different definition, but I can work with this.
Can you say the definition again? Sorry.
The ability to make something do what you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to put it over in my little document that you and I are working on. So we say for this that control means the ability to make somebody or something do what you want. Now, if I can convince you logically that I have control over the medium that I am using, will you then say yes, it's art, or will you want to add something else into the definition? I'm asking you now because if you want to add a thing in, it's easier to do it now.
All right. So we're debating the topic of whether you have control over using AI generated
Yeah.
media to
Yeah.
control
And my
to.
yes, yes. And my question to you is I've already satisfied person, I've satisfied
Mhm.
medium, which is the criteria for art. If I satisfy control, is there something else you would like to add or will you just concede?
So you believe? Okay. So we're agreeing on the facts that using an AI generated that's a medium. AI generation is a medium, right?
AI is a medium, yes.
All right. And we can agree that art starts with an idea.
Yes. That comes from the person. Got that covered too.
Okay. Can I clarify something real quick?
Sure.
So this debate is about a subjective topic. Can we agree on that?
No, no.
It's not
Objectively,
as
AI artists art and AI artists are artists. I've proven it to you logically, step by step. But now you want to add a new thing into the definition so that you can say that I have it. I'm actively proving it to you now once we level down control. I will not agree that it is subjective. It is objective
so.
that AI artists
Do you have
and AI
factual
artists are art.
you have factual proof stating that AI art is art?
Yes, motherfucker, because it adheres to the laws of logic. This is the entire conversation that we're having. It adheres to the laws of logic. It satisfies the definition used in the Oxford Dictionary. Yes, that's the objective proof you're looking for. It adheres to the definition by the way the words are commonly used in practice. That's your proof.
So are we not going to justify our argument on facts, actual
Uh,
information?
Factual information. When we started this, bruh, I told you that my definition would adhere to the laws of logic. You agreed with me.
But you're also saying
Now,
that
yes, I'm telling you that AI art is art, adheres to the laws of logic. That makes it factual. You know what would make a thing not a fact? If it didn't adhere to the laws of logic. The moon can't exist and not exist at the same time. A can't be B. And moreover, I can't express myself with human skill and imagination with the medium of my choice, with the control that you say I don't have, and then that thing not be art because I have satisfied the conditions. A married man can't be a bachelor because he's married and bachelors are single. If I'm single, I meet the definition by laws of logic. I'm giving you logic here. I am a person. As that person, I used human creative skill. You agree. We agreed that AI was the medium. I used that medium to express myself with an application. You agreed. The definition is the expression or application of human creativity and skill. We satisfied all of that. And then you tried to shoehorn control in here. I've met the laws of logic to your satisfaction, and you're still saying, well, how is it a fact? Because the laws of logic are immutable. And if you think it's not, show me where the flaw in my premise is.
okay. So you're saying it's logic because
Logic.
you have no
Logic.
you have no other source that states you're true besides yourself.
What else do I need but logic? Are you arguing for
You
illogical things?
you're
Is,
supposed to
is that what
use
you, I'm using
factual
logic?
information to support your
No,
opinions.
I use logic. When do you not use logic, Flopper?
Yeah,
Logic.
you're
If the
using
light was
logic to
green,
support
would
your
you?
opinion.
Yes, I'm
But
using logic to support my opinion. That's what smart people do. What are
logic
you
requires
using to
facts.
justify yours, bro?
Logic
Then,
requires
then
facts.
okay, you want a fact? Sure. Here are the facts you're looking for since you want to play semantic word games. Am I a person? Is that a fact?
Yeah, it's the fact that you're a person.
Okay. Do I have human creative skill and imagination? Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Is AI being a medium a fact?
Yes.
Is art defined as a person with human skill and imagination can express themselves with a medium? Yes or no?
I believe that is a fact, but if you want
So
to
so
go
that is a fact. So that's a fact. The
well,
facts
that
that
might
you're
not be a
looking
fact.
for, the
That's just
facts
what
that
we
you're
believe
looking
art is.
for are in front of you. The facts you're asking me for, I'm a person, I've satisfied that. I have the medium, I satisfied that. The definition of art is the expression or application of human creative skill. When I make something, I have accomplished that. By every definition and metric, AI art is art. By logic, by facts, to your satisfaction. Do you have anything else? I don't know what you're picking at. The laws of logic are sound and valid. These are facts. You're arguing for illogical thought.
Um, hold up. So
Now, I,
we were going over our opinions. We weren't going over facts.
I got you.
You being human is a fact. You having creative
Yeah,
ideas is a fact. But
yeah.
us,
So I've satisfied. Wait, no, one at a time. I'm a person.
all right,
I
I'll
have
let you.
human creative skill and imagination. So we've satisfied that part of fact for you.
Yes, those are
Correct?
facts that can be proven.
Okay.
I agree
Okay.
with that.
The medium is an AI system. We agreed to that. And if I use that medium to express myself, that would be art, correct? According to the Oxford Dictionary, we have now met the criteria for art. Is that a fact? Do the words that
Yes.
I am using correspond to the dictionary definition? Is that a fact?
Yes. That is a
Those are the
fact because
facts
you
that,
can prove it with information.
there you go. So those are the facts that you said I didn't have and you were looking for. That's logic. That's fact. Person
All right.
plus medium equals art. Now, would you like to tackle control so I can kill that for you too?
But we're not talking about art. We're talking about whether AI art is considered art.
No, AI art is art because if I'm a person who uses the medium and I have the control, I've created art. AI art is art. A equals A. That's the first law of identity.
But can you give me a factual information that AI art is considered art? Can you prove that?
Because okay, does
Without using
traditional,
logic, without using
yeah.
logic, can you prove that?
Yeah. First of all, no, because nobody, I can't do illogical things for you. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like deeply and truly, I hear people they do debates. They go, "That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard." That's literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You want me to be illogical with my argument with you?
No,
No,
that's not what
that's
I said at
ridiculous.
all. You're trying to
That's
twist my
exactly
words.
what you said. No, you said give you the facts without logic.
But can you give me the
That,
facts without just stating that it's logic?
I sure can. I sure can because
All
you
right, then
thought you
can you
had
give me
me
the
gotcha.
facts
Sure.
that
Here
AI
it
art
is.
is just art? That's what we're
Sure,
talking about.
sure
Is
is.
AI art?
Sure
And
is.
is it
Are you
factually
ready?
can it be
Yep.
factually
Here,
proven that
here,
AI art
yeah,
is art?
yeah, yeah. Shh. You ready? You ready? Does traditional art adhere to the definition in the Oxford Dictionary?
We're not talking about traditional art. We're talking
I,
about
I,
AI art.
I
And whether
walk,
AI art,
walk, walk with me.
you're trying to
Walk
dodge
with
my
me.
question right
No,
now.
I'm answering your question, and I want you to walk with me. Does traditional art is it satisfied by the dictionary definition that you and I used? Yes or no?
Yes, that is with traditional art. That's a
Okay.
factual
Yeah.
statement.
Yeah. Thank you. Did I, with that exact same definition, show you that AI art also meets that criteria? Yes or no?
No.
Bullshit. I'm happy to walk you through it one more goddamn time, liar. I'm
Can
happy to do it one more
hold on.
time. I'm happy to baby step you through it one more time. You ready?
Can you
Is a
prove it
person
logically with facts that
Yeah,
AI art is
I'm
art?
proving it logically with facts with you, asshole. If traditional art satisfies the definition and AI art also satisfies the definition, the law of identity says A equals A. It's the same fucking thing. Now, I'm happy to walk through these with you one more time so that I can show you that they are facts and I can show you, I will baby step you through them. I'm happy to do so. Are you ready?
Hold up, give me a second.
Do you?
So I just want to clarify what my definition of art is. My
No,
definition of art.
we've already agreed to the definition. You don't get to bring up a new one. We have one on tap right now. The expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. I'm not interested in your definition. We're using the objective definition.
All right. So is that the objective definition of what art is?
That's the objective definition that you agreed to. We read it from the dictionary. You agreed to it several times. Several times. Would you like to backtrack? Because I'll walk you through it again. I have nothing else to do but make this point. Would you like to walk through it again? Got to be on the app,
So
Flocka.
so can art be defined like objectively, or does art
Yes.
have multiple different
Yes.
interpretations?
Yeah, it has multiple different interpretations. People can like it or dislike it. They can think the banana on the wall is dope. They can think the Mona Lisa is hot. But those are subjective opinions. But what the Mona Lisa is, what the banana on the wall is human creative skill and imaginations expressed by an application. Full stop. That's the definition of art. Logically, factually. I'm not discussing it with you again. You've agreed to it. We're there. We agree
So
logically,
can you factually
factually.
prove that the Oxford
I
definition is the objective definition of all art?
it,
Would
it's the way we use it. If you don't like this one, Go to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and I'll show you how that one adheres too. You like you're dancing this semantic bullshit word game. If this is the definition of art, and AI art is satisfied by the exact same definition as traditional art, you just don't want to say that AI art is art
O-
because of your feelings. I've proven it to you logically. I've proven it to you factually. If you don't have logic and you don't have facts, all you have is your feelings. Do you have anything else?
So, do you believe that we can subjectively or objectively, like the definition of art is objective? Can you,
The definition of art, yes, the way we use words is the way we use words objectively. Yes.
okay, but
Yes, that's the law of fucking identity, bro.
I think that art can be defined by
You
different
no, you
ways.
can have opinions of it. You can have your opinions of the art. That's fine. But what qualifies as art is the human expression. There's nothing left to it. You got to be on the app if you want to have a conversation, Waka Flocka.
Um,
That you've agreed to the definition, but you know what? I'll entertain it because I have nothing else to do. Would you like to go to Merriam-Webster and I can show you how AI art also qualifies under that?
but
What other dictionary definition would you like to use?
can you show me that there's an objective fact that art is like there's a single objective definition for art? Can you
I
show? Can
just fucking did. I just fucking did using facts.
you
Would you like me
objectively
to show you again?
you objectively prove that there's only one
Objectively.
definition of art? There's only one
Objective,
definition of art.
no, yes, yes. The human expression and application, yes. There's for it to be art. A human has to have creative skill and imagination and express it through an application. That's 100% the definition across the board. Factually, if there's nothing expressing itself with human creative imagination and skill, there's no art. If there's no expression, there's no art, which you agreed to because we said person without the medium isn't art. So you need the person plus the medium to equal art. There's your factual, logical, objective definition on why you're fucking wrong. Would
All
you
right, can
like to
you?
go to another
All
dictionary
right,
definition and I can show you where you're wrong with that one?
but you're not answering my question. I'm
I
saying,
answered your
is
question.
there a single objective classification of what art is? Is there a single
Yes,
objective?
yes, yes. The expression of imagination and creativity. If you do not have these things, you are not art. Any dictionary definition you find, it will basically boil down to the common words are something was expressed using skill and imagination. I'm happy to pull up a different one. I'm happy to show you what you're arguing with the laws of logic and the Oxford Dictionary right now, my guy. I'm literally just a messenger. You're telling me that words don't mean words.
All right, we're arguing about what our definition of art is right now. Is that not true?
No, we're not arguing about the definition of art. We've agreed to the definition of art that we
No, we
used
haven't.
in
We
this.
haven't agreed. We haven't had a common
Yes,
agreement on what
we
art is.
did. Yes, we did. I read it to you 3 times and you agreed. The
All right,
expression or application of human skill and imagination. Are you going to lie to me and say you didn't
all
agree to
right.
that? No,
No, I
no.
didn't. I didn't
I'm
say that.
holding
I didn't
you.
say that.
No,
When did I say
no,
that? No, I literally
motherfucker.
told you. I literally told you.
No, you. Okay. Do I have to stop the live, replay the live? That's exactly what you said.
No, I didn't get
You
to.
agreed to this. You agreed to the
No, you're taking
definition.
my words out of
Yes,
context. I haven't been able to.
I
Can I?
no, there is no context to this, my guy.
Yes,
You
there is.
agreed to
It's
this.
all context.
But you know what we're gonna do? We know what we're gonna do. We've agreed to this definition. You're going to be disingenuous and lie to me about it.
All
That's
right.
fine.
No, can
Go
I say?
find me
Can I
another
tell you what my
dictionary
definition
definition.
is? Can I tell you what my
No, I
definition is?
don't. No,
You
I
don't want to
don't
hear what my
want
definition is.
no, I don't want your personal definition. I want something that's commonly used in a dictionary. Words mean words here, not the words mean context. Are you a Christian? Are you trying to read context into some shit and it's not fucking there? Human expression or application of imagination of skill. We've satisfied that across the board. You agreed to it and you've lied to me 3 times about it, but we're going to give it a pass. Do you have another definition from a
But
dictionary, or are you trying to give me something based on your feelings? If
can
it's
I speak?
anything, I feel. No, I don't want what you feel personally. If you don't agree to this dictionary definition, find me a dictionary definition that you can lie about agreeing to, and I'll cook you on that one too.
So can I ask a question?
Sure.
Are we having a debate over what art is
No,
right now? We're not
no,
having a debate over what
no,
art is.
no, no. The AI art is art. AI artists are artists. Logically, factually, to your own satisfaction, fucking liar. Now go find me another definition so I can show you with that one too.
All right, but we're having a personal debate over what art is, what we
No,
think art is.
no. You're having a personal debate. I'm telling you that logically, factually, objectively, my art is art. I've proven it to you with the laws of logic that you agreed to. And then when you're like, well, where are your facts? I hammered you down with the facts and I showed you where my facts were. You also agree with me. You're just a fucking liar. Now, would you like to show me a different definition? I don't want your meta. I don't want you to ask me clarifying questions. If you don't agree to the definition that you agreed to, find me a different dictionary definition and I'll show you how I qualify with that one too.
All right. So you're saying your definition matches the definition in the dictionary.
My definition of AI art adheres to the laws of logic and are factual, objectively. Yes. Yes. I will not repeat this. I will not let you fall back on we're having a personal debate. We're not. I'm arguing facts and you're arguing for illogical thinking. Do you have another definition you would like to use? Merriam Webster? Like, I don't know all the big time dictionaries. I go to Oxford. Oxford's my go to. If you have a different dictionary definition, I'm happy to entertain that one because you're wrong. And I'm so
All right.
sad that your cognitive dissonance won't let you see that.
All right. So you believe that the
No,
Stanford
no,
Dictionary.
I don't believe, I know logically, factually, objectively.
So the definition in the dictionary is
That
that's
that
just
the
the
dic
truth.
that
You're saying
that
that's a
that
fact.
yeah, yeah, that the dictionary holds the words and how we use the words. Yes. If you don't like the dictionary, what other source would you like to use to define what words fucking mean?
Hold up.
What other book should we adhere to where the words mean words that you like?
So you can prove factually that the the only objective.
I'm not playing the semantic factual bull. I've already done that to you. Factually, this is what art falls into. It has to have human creative skill and imagination. There has to be an expression of the application. Anything that adheres to those two things are art. I'll give you another example. I'm a bachelor. You know how I qualify for being a bachelor? I'm unmarried. If I was married, I don't qualify to be a bachelor. You're asking me for the facts. You're asking me to prove that I'm single so I can be a bachelor. I'm proving it to you now. I meet the criteria human creative skill and imagination expressed with an application, which is person plus medium equals art. You already agreed to this, and I need you to come back to the app, Waka Flocka Flame, because I'm really done arguing. Can I logically prove? Yes, I've already done that. Do you have a different definition that you want to use? Because really, holy fucking shit, my guy. No, no, Sydney. If he don't want to nail down this one, he's going to give me another definition, but it's got to be from a dictionary. I'm not going to let you discredit the dictionary, Waka Flocka, because that's where we keep the words. What other definition would you like to use?
So you're saying that
No,
art is
no, no,
completely
no,
objective.
no, not no, no. That's not what we're doing. We're past that now. I've already done this to you, factually, logically, objectively. You don't like the definition that you agreed to, fucking liar.
I
Find me
didn't agree
one
to
that
the
you do.
definition. I
But
didn't agree to the
yes, the fuck
dictionary
you did.
definition.
That's yes, you did, you piece of shit. But now you get
Okay.
to pick your own. Go
Okay.
to the
Well, then
definition.
now I go back on my
Go to the
words.
dictionary. Yeah, because you're a hypocrite. That's fine. You're illogical and you're a hypocrite. Find me a
Okay.
dictionary
I made a
definition.
mistake. I made a mistake.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? That's so much better. Thank you for being a genuine person and saying you made a fucking mistake. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, find me a definition that you can agree to in the dictionary, and I'll show you again why you're wrong. You keep dancing around that. You don't agree with the one that we picked the first time. Go show me another one. You can pull it up. I can pull it up. It'll be objective because we can both look at it together and it'll be completely devoid of my fucking feelings the way I need yours to be objectively devoid of your fucking feelings. Can you go grab me a
All
dictionary
right.
definition? Or would you
So,
like me to go to Merriam Webster and find a different one?
so I just went back on the fact that I said that I believe the dictionary definition is true.
Sure, fantastic. Find me a different one. This is meta. Find me one that you agree with then. You don't agree with the first one, liar. You said you didn't agree with it. I caught you in a lie. That's fine. Find me one that you do like. I love you, my guy. You look, you know what? I'm actually tired of arguing with you about it. I'm gonna go to Merriam-Webster and I'm gonna pick another one. And then you're gonna complain, well, why did you pick Merriam-Webster? Can you compare to Merriam-Webster? Pick another one. You're not picking, so I'm picking for you. You have a different definite, a different one you want to go with, because I'm happy to use that one, but you're not speaking up. You just keep saying, "Oh, I didn't agree to that. Can we agree?" No, we don't agree to this subjective. Now, I'm at Merriam-Webster dictionary. Are you going to? Am I going to read this one to you, and then you know what? The world stops because Sydney asked the question. What was your question, Sydney? I'm happy to read you the Merriam-Webster definition for it too, and I'll have you agree with that one too. And then when I show you that that one's wrong, you'll try to move the goalpost again. But we can't even entertain this because my sister has a question, and nothing moves forward until Sydney Lancaster's question is answered. I appreciate your opinion. If a director says draw a character 5'4" cartoon medium blink black hair and an artist draws it, who created the character? Now I have my answer for that, but Big Floppo, do you want to answer that question? I can read it to you again if you weren't listening or if you're not in the comments. Wappa Floppa Flame.
Excuse me. Give me a second. I'm reading the question. Sorry.
I keep fucking up. I'm sorry, Big Floppa. I'm just being pedantic. I don't mean any insult.
The answer to your question, I believe that the artist created the character.
I don't understand how, but sure, sure, no problem. I'm so and I'll answer it also for you, Sydney. The answer absolutely is absolutely yes because again, it falls within the branches that we've agreed to. Person plus medium equals art. The person had the human creative skill and imagination. It just so happens that the application was a different artist. So what? Now, now that I've answered, has your question been satisfied, Queen? Did I knock it out for you, Miss Lancaster? I can go back to Big Flopper here. I'm at Merriam-Webster, sir. I
All
want to
right.
read
So,
you a definition from Merriam-Webster.
can you read your?
This says,
Okay, but can you tell me something real quick?
sure.
If you choose, okay. So, can you prove that there is any single definition of art factually?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you take every dictionary definition and you break down what is actually required for it, it's always going to come down to skill and imagination and then the medium by which it was shown to somebody. That's just how it is. These are the words. I'm happy to read the Merriam-Webster. You're arguing with the dictionary at this point. You
All right.
get
So,
that, right?
can you
You're,
prove that
you're
it?
literally arguing with the dictionary and asking me, can I prove that the dictionary, yes, how the words are used in the dictionary is factually how people have used them across time. Yes, factually. Yes, objectively. Yes, logically. Now, are you done trying to discredit the dictionary
All
so
right.
that we can have this conversation? Because if you don't want to hear anything from the dictionary, you're not offering me any other thing. What would you like me to use? Where else do we keep the words?
Okay.
That's where they are.
I believe that some definitions are subjective.
No, there's no such thing as a subjective definition. You can have an opinion on it, but A equals A. You don't get an opinion on it. That's
Okay,
the laws of logic.
so
You don't
does
get no opinion.
can you answer me this question? Does art have a objective definition?
Yes, for the 15th fucking time, yes. As long as there's a person who's using his skill and imagination to express himself in the media of his choosing, then it is art, objectively, logically, factually. Why? Because it adheres to the laws of logic. Why? Because it adheres to facts. Why? Because it corresponds to the dictionary. Why? Because the dictionary is where we keep the fucking words.
All right, so where can you factually prove can you just answer me? Can you where can you factually prove that art has a single objective definition? Where can you prove that?
He, I just fucking did, but I'll prove it to you with a very small thought experiment. If I use no human creative skill or imagination, and you give me any tool in the world, will it make art? Yes or no?
Yeah, if you give someone a medium in order to
No medium. No medium. I've used no medium. I just have creative skill and imagination, but I have used no medium. I've told no instrument of medium. I've used there's no expression. I've done nothing with it. Will art just magically appear?
no.
Okay, so I need the idea, and I also need the medium. If I have just the idea and no medium, no art will appear, right? If I have just the medium and no idea, no art will appear, right? What I need is the art. I need the creative idea and the medium. Objectively, the thing that it needs is the person with the creative idea, logically, factually, objectively. I just showed you that objectively it can't do it by itself. It also needs the medium by which I've expressed it to you, logically, factually, objectively, 100% across the board, because you just said that the idea without the medium is nothing and the medium without the idea is nothing. Put them together, you get Captain fucking Planet. It's objective, it's factual, logically, factually, across the board. If it meets these criteria, it is art. I'm not going to let you argue with the dictionary anymore. That's your logical, factual proof. Yes, it adheres 100% of the time by your own definition. Without those things, it doesn't exist. It has those things, therefore, it does exist. We're finished here. By your powers fucking combined, I am Captain Planet. And you got to be on the app if we want to have a conversation.
So is the definition of artifact?
Motherfucker, for the 911th time, yes. Yes.
Can you prove
Yes.
that?
I just fucking did. And I'm not going to do it to you a fifth time because clearly you aren't listening or it's not registering for you. The
But you can't give
dictionary
me
is what
you
I
can't give
just
me
did.
you can't answer
I
me.
did.
You're
I
not
already have. I
you're not
already have. I
how?
already have. You know what? But I'm
How have you
going to
proved that
do it for your lying ass one more time.
how have you
One
proved
more
that the
time.
definition of art is a fact?
Because, sir, are you listening? Are you with me? One more time. One more time. If I have creative skill and imagination, but no medium, do I have art?
That's your opinion.
No. That's the law. If I
You're
have
not stating
creative
any facts.
imagination and
You're
skill,
not using any factual information to support that. You're just saying your opinion.
are you listening? Are you listening? Please, whatever operational brain cells you have, please listen. If I have a creative thought, an idea, and I don't express it, do I have art? Yes or no?
In my personal opinion, no.
No, I'm not interested in your personal opinion. By the laws of identity, by person plus medium equals art, which we've already agreed to. The law, factually, if I have an idea and I never express that idea, do I have art? Yes or no?
Actually, wait. Can you restate that? I'm sorry.
Where did I lose you? Where did I lose you, bro? I'm asking you sincerely. I don't know what more to do for you. I don't know what more to do for you.
Art, but
Like
in my opinion,
I'm
based on
so,
logic, art doesn't have a single objective definition,
well,
and I can support that opinion.
we just you know what? You can support that opinion. Please do. Please
So,
support
do you
that
want me to
opinion.
support my opinion based on logic?
No, yes, I need facts. I want the facts. Now you got to come with me while I walk my dog. Ah, it's tripping. But yeah, walk me through with the laws of logic. Tell me why my definition of logic does it, my definition of AI art does not adhere to logic for some reason. Tell me where my logic is flawed. Please do. Explain how your logic is the right logic. I'm so happy to hear this.
So, your logic is basically that.
No, no. Let me stop you there. I don't have my own logic. I read the logic out of the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. You agreed to that. I don't have my own logic. You do. I'm adhering to logic. Period.
All
Full
right.
stop.
But can I just clarify that your logic is based on the fact
No,
that the
no, no,
definition.
no, no. You don't. No, you don't get to straw man me. I'm adhering to logic. The Stanford Encyclopedia, the same one that makes science work. I don't have my own. I'm using the one that works. Do you have one that works? Ooh, silence. Come on, big homie, with this teacup. I'm trying to walk my dog and argue with you.
Sorry, I'm looking for the source right now. Sorry, you sure?
Sure, take your time. Take your time. I'll entertain everybody in the. Do you see what I'm dealing with here? Do you? What is this? What foolery is this? What the man is? He's arguing. How can? It's a fact. It's a fact. Like I don't know what else to do with this guy. Like, I'm happy to walk him through it one more time. I'll baby step him through it one more time. We'll get him there, and he'll have to just say, yeah, I bite the bullet. But you see where we are. You see how this is going. I've nailed him down several times. And then when we get there, well, I never agreed to that. Sure, you fucking did. Yes, you did. You know, our Archangel, maybe, my guy. I didn't intend for this to be a thing. I just wanted to knock this guy out. He had paid his donuts. I was trying to defend the integrity of our system with Dr. Barry and let this man have his time, even though she needed to go. I want to knock this out. I'll see how this goes. Stick around. Stick around, my guy. Maybe I'll do another one, especially because Sydney is here. God, I'm so happy. Can I talk about how happy I am that Sydney Lancaster is here? How all y'all need to be checking out her music because my sister is dope. Everybody needs to go follow her shit right now because her shit is hitful and profound. And it's like she's from a whole other community on the other side of TikTok for me. And I'm so happy to have her here. Y'all take a minute and go follow my sister. Real talk. And I brought you out here to take
All
a
right.
shit. Do your business so we can get in the house.
All right. So you
Hey,
believe that the
I don't
definition of.
believe. I don't believe. I know. Logically and objectively.
So you
Objectively.
you know
Logically. By the
that
laws
the
of logic.
definition
I
of art
know.
is objective.
Yes, because I've shown you what the criteria for art needs to be, and if those things are missing, then it's not art. Objectively, yes, I've done that for you. Oh, he didn't like that. I'm happy to do it again.
All right, give me a second because I literally I do not have like any other device that I can look up a source on, and I
You know
can't
what?
look at the
It's fine.
source.
You know what?
What?
It's fine. I want you to take your time because I want to get you there. Like, please, by all means. All right, there's a little AI summary there debating if AI is an objective definition. Idea plus medium equals art. Thank you, AI summary. That's a very concise summary. Look, I ain't trying to glaze. I love Sydney so much, y'all. She's so fucking cool. Like that's my boo. That's my boo. Like we do good music together. We got a couple of songs together. Like that's my girl. Like please, I'm so happy that she's here because that whole solid TikTok where we're literally fighting for just the literal respect to just have our art seen and not shit on by other people. It's so sad that these debates even have to exist. You're not expressing yourself right. You need to use the tool that I use. It's so hurtful. And Sydney is one of those people who are like leading the fucking way with that. So I'm so glad you're here.
All right. So I just looked up a definition. I mean, I'm not a definition. I'm sorry. Uh, but I looked up a source that says that art is not objective. There's not an objective definition of art.
What's your source? What did you look up? What's your source? What did you use? Because I bet you it's not the dictionary. I bet you it's like a fucking Reddit article or an AI summary. Like nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. Good job, little buddy. Good job, little guy. You did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you, little fella. Come here. Come here. That's my good boy. That's my good boy. Oh, sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to hurt you. Get that off you. Good boy. Oh, that didn't mean to make this a whole thing, y'all. But this is what we're doing. I've been doing this more lately with Dr. Barry, and I've got a taste for it now. That's going to be a problem. All right, welcome back, friend. Oh, you left again. And he's back.
I have a factual source that states that art cannot
A,
have an
a
objective definition.
factual source, huh? Sure. What's your factual source?
Hold up. Apologize. It's an article by ResearchGate.
Nobody gives a shit about an article from ResearchGate. That's somebody's opinion. You might as well have said Reddit, bro. I don't care about people's opinions. I'm looking for definitions. Definitions are kept where, sir? In the dictionary.
But you said to prove my logic by facts, and I just did.
Yeah, but that's not a fact. You proved your opinion with
It is a
somebody
fact.
else's opinion. That's somebody else's opinion.
But it's a fact that has evidence. The article
That's
explains
not a fact
evidence.
that has evidence. Do you know the difference between somebody's opinion on a thing and like factual? He has an opinion on what art is. That's fine. No one's interested in his opinion because your opinion's going to differ from my opinion, which is why when we have this argument, when we have this conversation, we have to agree on the terms. And do you know where we get the terms? The dictionary, because that's what people use. They don't use your Quora article. They don't use Reddit. They don't use Wikipedia. They don't use the little things that they found on Pinterest. These are people expressing things. I don't want to read your blog entry about what a guy thinks AI art is. I want to have a factual conversation using dictionary definitions so we can pin down what these things mean. Don't give me someone else's opinion.
But it's not an opinion. It's a fact based on evidence.
It,
I'm giving you the
what
evidence right now.
what
That
fact basically? Sure, sure. What's your site? Where's this site? Where can I go look this up? Because I'm not going to take your word for it. I'm going to go look it up too.
Hold on, give me a second. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. Just tell me what your website is, and I'll have it. Don't put it in the comments because that's not going to do nothing for me. Like, because just tell me what website, what reputable, peer-reviewed anything that you can give me that I can go take a look at. That's not somebody's fucking opinion.
Okay, my evidence is an article by ResearchGate defining art and its
Wait, no.
future.
Research. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at typing. I'm a writer. Isn't that funny? ResearchGate. What's the name of the article?
Defining art
You know
and
what?
its
I'm gonna
future.
stop you there because I typed in ResearchGate. This is a social networking service. I don't give a shit what somebody put on fucking smart Facebook. This is somebody's opinion. No, no. Come on, bro. I get my facts from Truth Social. That's what you just said. Nobody cares.
I did not say that at all.
ResearchGate is a social network service, sir. This isn't facts. These are people with their own opinions.
It's an article on ResearchGate where they use
It's an
evidence.
article written by somebody with their opinions. It's Facebook, bro. It's a
Yeah, and they have
Facebook article.
evidence. They have evidence too.
No, they don't. It's a Facebook
Yes, they
article.
do.
I'm not accepting a Facebook article. You're asking me to accept a Facebook article over dictionary definitions. That's stupid. Stupid people do
They're
that.
they're using evidence in their article.
No, they're not. I'm not going to entertain that.
So
That's
you're
so.
not gonna you're just not gonna you're not gonna say it's true because you don't want to.
No, I'm not going to go to Facebook and read your Facebook article.
It's not
No,
on
I'm not.
Facebook.
If
But
ResearchGate
if
is
you
a
want,
quick. Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. Let's use some logic here. Is Facebook social media? Is Facebook a social
Facebook
networking
is
service?
social
Yes.
media.
No, no, no. Is Facebook a social networking service? Yes or no?
I believe so. Yes, I'm not aware if it is.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Is ResearchGate a social networking service? Don't lie to me. I'm looking dead at it. Yes. ResearchGate is a social networking service.
So you're
I
saying
don't
social networking services can't have evidence?
I don't take my research from the social networking services, especially when you're contradicting the dictionary.
But
No,
you can't have provable evidence. I have provable evidence.
you
You
have
just asked for
nothing.
evidence. I gave you evidence.
You know what? You piece of shit. What's the whole article? I'm going to read your bullshit non-article, and when I'm searching for the references for the things that they are quoting, I bet you there are none. You didn't even look for the references, did you? You looked for somebody who agreed with you, didn't you? What's the name of the full article? ResearchGate what? Give me the whole thing. I'm going to read it right now for all 8 people in here so I can show you how ridiculous you're being. What's the full name of the article?
I just told you that. I posted in the
No,
comments if you need it.
and again, I told you that's not doing nothing. You got to tell me. I'm not even in the comments.
Defining art and its future.
Defining art and its future.
Am I not using an article as evidence for my claim?
Yeah, you're using an article from a social researching site.
Okay,
It's like Facebook, bro. Nobody gives a shit about this guy and his blog post, but we're here. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna give you the principle of charity that you don't know the difference between peer-reviewed dictionary shit and somebody's opinion. First of all, this layout is so fucking lowbrow. Holy fucking shit. And it's labeled from June 2017. Really? This is the thing you're dying your heel on here from Zachary Israel? This is your article? Because I'm looking at it now, bro, and there's nothing
man,
fucking here.
are you just
Like
trying
it's
to embarrass me or just
no, you're doing a fine job without me. You're doing a fine job. Art is the creative phenomenon which constantly changes, not insofar as being created continuously, but the very meaning of art. Like, this is literally somebody's defining art in its future. Here's my methodology. Here's how I defined art. And what's his sources? And as I read down, expressionists define art with the determining qualities. I'm reading down, I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. I'm looking at all the little fucking notes that he has in here. But you know what I don't see? You know what I don't see? Anything that supports what he's saying. It's his opinion from 10 years ago. No, I will not accept this over the dictionary. Do you have something from this generation?
you just asked for evidence? I just gave you evidence.
No, no, this is not even evidence. It's someone's opinion
It
who
is
agrees
evidence.
with you. No, it's not.
He has references. I'm using it as evidence for my opinion, just
Okay,
like you are.
I'm looking at it now. He doesn't have references. There are no references here. He's not. He said the Greek term for craft means art. He's defining some of the words that he used in Greek, but there are no citations here. You know what is here? You know what the references are? It's Benjamin W.'s definition of art, a work of art from 1935. He's using quotes from these people's books, and now these are references, but none of these things say the thing that you say they say. None of them. Not one of them. And if they did, you'd be able to point one out to me. But you haven't. You gave me this bullshit article from a decade ago. This is some dude's fucking opinion fluff piece. So please, if you see a fact in here, please point out that fact to me that says that my definition of art is wrong from the dictionary and this guy's opinion from 10 years ago is right. Please show me that. You can't really be this in. Are you this hard pressed to try to get a dub that you just continue to lie, or do you really think that Zachary Israel was your saving grace? Did you really think that this 10-year-old opinion piece article on social media was going to save your sad argument? Really, really?
But you can't have a single, like, art doesn't have a single
No, no,
definition.
no, no. Before we go further, can you agree that this is somebody's opinion piece? There are no
No,
facts
this
here.
he's using facts. I'm
No,
using
okay,
evidence. This is
okay, then
evidence.
show me the evidence. Point one out. Point it
The
out
whole
to me.
article.
No, no, the whole article is not. I've read this entire article. There are no facts here. This guy's opinion. If you have point out a fact, point out one of the facts that appears in here, and I'm happy to argue that point with you. But there are no facts in it because one, you didn't read it. You just skimmed something that said it may agree with you a decade ago. You really, if I went and found you a Facebook article from 2016 that said AI art was art, would you be like, oh yeah, that's fucking factual?
If they had factual references and they
Okay, but he
had
doesn't.
information.
He doesn't. Show me your facts. Show me one of the facts. Show me the car facts. You say they're in there. Show me one of them. They're not in there. He's over 18, and sadly, he votes. I'm so happy to entertain facts, but I don't give a shit about Zachary Israel. As a matter of fact, let's click on who is Zachary Israel. He's the doctor of science and humanities, specializing in anthropology. You quoted an anthropologist from 10 years ago.
What
Who
does this current
fucking
occupation
cares?
have to do? What does this current occupation have to do with the evidence?
What's his expertise in art? He's an anthropologist. That's like going
He's
to my mechanic and going, well, "Do you think AI art is art?" And he's like, "Well, I wrote an article." Nobody gives a shit. This is not his area of expertise. Zachary Israel is a dude. He's a dude with an
so do you have
opinion.
evidence? Do you have evidence yourself to support that the dictionary definition is this like objective?
My,
Like, do you have evidence to prove
Yes,
that art has an
yes.
objective definition?
For the 911th time, there are criteria that art needs to adhere to in order for it to be art. You agree to those things. If they do not have these two things, it can't be considered art. Therefore, logically speaking, anything that does meet those character traits would be art objectively. I'm not going to disrespect myself or the time of my audience any further arguing if the dictionary is a fucking fact or not. You're arguing against logic and facts now.
Can you prove that the
That
dictionary definition of art is a fact?
I'm not going to do
You
that
don't want to
because
prove it. You don't want to prove
I
it.
don't I
I just
already have,
proved why I
but
think you're
I'm
wrong,
not
and you're
doing it
not
again.
proving why you think you're right.
Yeah, I've done this for you several times. Do you know what, Jackass? Do you want me to walk you through it one more fucking time?
You're not answering. Prove. Can
Would,
you
would,
give me
would,
solid
would,
information
would
that
you?
says that the dictionary definition is the only
Yes,
definition?
yes, yes. Pay attention. Pay attention. What
Give
were
me a
the two
source.
things? What were the
Can
two
you give me a
things?
source, please? Are you not
Sure.
going to give me a source?
Am I not going to give you a source? The
Are you not
laws
going to
of
give me a source that states that
yes, Yes, because you know what? Do you know what you know what the logical definition of tree is? It's a fucking tree. If I can describe a thing that fits that description, do you know what that thing is? If I said I'm a bachelor, do you know what that also entails? I'm probably a man. I don't have to prove that I'm a man so that you know that I'm a fucking bachelor, because a bachelor implies that I am a man. The laws of logic say that if this thing adheres to it, A equals A. If it has creative thought and imagination and it is expressed through a medium, then by definition, it's art, logically, factually. And I will not be going through this with you again. I will not, because you're arguing logic and the dictionary at this point, and you're going to make me look stupid fighting stupid people. Yes, objectively, it has to have these things or it's not art. Yes, AI art has those things in abundance. AI art is art by the definitions that you agreed to. Now, again, for the very, very last time, if you want to be a liar and say you did not agree to that definition, by all means, go find me a different definition that's not from a fucking Facebook post from an anthropologist 10 years ago. Pull me one from a dictionary that you like, any dictionary you like, any definition that you like from any dictionary, I will accept, because we know that that's where we keep what the words mean. If you find me one of those, I'm happy to argue that point with you again and show you that AI art also meets that criteria. Are you willing to do that, or do you just want to try to tell me to prove facts to you again?
You can't prove that the dictionary definition of
I
art is a fact.
already fucking did. I already fucking did by your own fucking logic. Now, do you want to go find another dictionary definition for us to talk about? Or do you want to go try to find something on Instagram that might tickle your fucking fancy?
I'm saying there is no definition of art. There's no.
I'm saying that there are things that need to happen for it to qualify as art. And if those things are satisfied, it is art. You can unmute, but I won't have you interrupting me and I won't have you lying to me. I've
When
proven
did
it
I?
to you.
When did I
I've
lie?
proven it to you.
Can
I've
you
proven it
elaborate
to
what
you.
I lied on?
You're lying about not agreeing to the definition. You're lying about saying that I haven't already proven this to you objectively 9 different times to your own satisfaction. And I
All right.
will take you by your baby hand and baby step you one more time if it's what you want to do. But I'm offering you, since you want to lie to me and say you don't like my definition, go find me another one. Go to a different dictionary and find me another one. If I agree to your definition because it's in the dictionary, then I can show you exactly why you're wrong again. I know where
So
your
I,
hang up is, sir. I know
I
your
said that
hang
I
up is. I'm sorry, what?
I said that I went back on me agreeing on the dictionary definition. I said that
Fine. Then
already.
go find another. Go find a different dictionary definition. Then you don't like that one. Fine. You misspoke. Fine. You lied. Fine. Whichever. It's fine. Water under the bridge. Go find a different one.
I literally said that I
Go.
went back on that. Not that I lied.
So it's,
I did
okay.
say
So you
that, but
don't
I
want to.
already went back.
So you don't want to do that then. So the dictionary definition that we have holds then. And by
I
your
just
own
proved that.
criteria, no, you didn't just prove anything. You just proved that you agreed to the definition again.
No, I just said I went back on the I that I agreed to the definition.
Okay, so find me one that you do. Find me one that's factual, not Zachary Isro, who's an anthropologist. There's no
I
like
just
if
I
you,
just said that I was proving that there isn't a single definition of art. And
you're
it is.
wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Can
Factually,
you
and I've
can you
shown
prove
you.
that it
I
can you prove that
already
there's
did. Okay, you know what? Tell me for my own sake. Please, I want you to say the words. Yes. Walk me through it one more time. Can you do that for me? Would you like me to walk you through it one more time, Big Flopper?
yes, walk me through what you think art is.
Fantastic. First of all, we've already agreed that art is the expression or application of human creative skills and imagination. Do you agree with this definition, Big Flopper? If not, what's wrong with it?
Can you say the definition again, please?
the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination. Do you agree with this?
No, I don't think that's the full definition.
Oh, sure. So again, we keep swinging back to this. Go to the dictionary and find me one that you do agree with. But it's got to be from a dictionary. I don't want somebody's opinion piece. I can go find somebody right now that thinks AI art is slop and say it's not. That's fine. He's not an expert. That's not where we keep the words. I have no reason to adhere to what that person says. You know what I do adhere to? The dictionary. You know what I do adhere to? Logic. Do you have some of that for me? That's the most long, awkward pause I've ever heard. I've never heard somebody ask, "Do you have logic?" and they just have nothing to say. Like that's scary, bro. That's scary. And you're not off the app because you be teacup. You're just muted because you don't know what to do. Go find me a different definition. You name a
I
different.
just use logic and a factual source to say that art doesn't have a single definition. That's what I'm saying.
But you okay? Walk me through that. How logically? Walk me through logically how art doesn't have this. Because what I'm saying is that in order for it to be, in fact, let me ask you, let me ask you, in order for something to have to be art, does it have to have creative skill and imagination? Yes or no?
For something to be art, it has to have
I'm
creative.
asking you. I'm asking you, bit by bit, does it have to have creative skill and imagination? Yes or no?
Yes, in my personal definition, it does.
You know what? Your personal definition adheres to the laws of logic. Congratulations. In order for something to be art, does it have to be expressed through an application? Yes or no?
Yes, I believe that.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So that would mean that the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination is the definition of art, isn't it?
No,
How?
I
How?
didn't say that.
How?
There's other things
How?
that I think have to go into
How?
art for it to be art.
How? How? Sure. You know what? Add your new spookies. What else does it need? What else does it fucking need?
I believe you have to have
Sure.
control over the medium, and AI, you don't have
Well,
control, and I don't
okay.
believe you have
Fine.
control over the
Let
AI.
define control. Confine. As a matter of fact, don't define control because we already did that. We went and looked together and we looked it up and it said control means the ability to make somebody or something do what you want. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Do
that's what I
you?
think.
Okay.
That's what I
Okay.
personally think control means
So
in
so
this
now
scenario.
so now so now we I've allowed you to add in your own personal thing. So now the expression of human application of human creative skill and imagination within the control of the user is our definition. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, one more time. I'm going to read this one more time. And then you're going to agree to each one of these points one more time. And when I get you to the end, where we get to the conclusion, you're going to fucking lie to me again. Are you ready? The definition that we just agreed to is that the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination within the control of the user is our definition. Do you agree or no?
Yes, I agree.
Fantastic. Now, do I have to walk you through the human creative skill and imagination is the person in this? So can we remove those? Or do I have to walk you through that again?
Yes, I believe that.
Fantastic. So I'm going to remove all of that. Now we can agree that the medium would be the expression or application, correct?
Yes,
So we can remove that. So now the only thing we need to tackle for you is within the control of the user, correct?
yes,
Now, if I can show you that the user has 100% control of his output, will you finally concede to the logic and stop being disingenuous? Or will you try to add something new? We were here a half an hour ago when you tried to add in control, and I said, here's your opportunity to add as many things as you want. And you said, no, 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 this is fine. So this is your last chance. Are you adding anything else? Does the definition for you need anything else before you adhere to it? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't need anything else. Think I
Fantastic. Now, if we define control as the ability to make something or something do the thing that we want, doesn't that qualify as an edit? If I make a picture and I say I don't like picture number one, I want to change this, and this, and then you give me picture number two, was a change made? Yes or no?
no.
So a change wasn't made. If I have a picture of three men and each of these men have on blue hats, and then in the second picture I say I want these three men, but one of them have on a red hat, is that change? Was a change made to the image?
I believe you're changing your idea, but you're not changing the medium.
But has the image been changed? The medium doesn't
Yes.
need to change. The medium didn't change. The medium is still the expression or application. I'm still expressing myself with the application. The AI is still the AI. Nothing there changed. You know what did change? The image. And if I did that 10 times, would there be 10 changes? Yes or no?
No, because you're not changing it at
Okay,
all.
okay, so
You're
if
just
I
creating
change an
different
image,
images.
no. If I change an image 10 times, will there be 10 changes to those images? Will each one of them have something a little bit different about them? Yes or no?
No, because you
Okay,
have the single image. You're not changing the first image. You're just creating different images.
it's a completely different image. I'm literally print number one. I print it out and show it to you, and you say, you know what? Let's change this hat to blue. So I run it again and I print it. You now have another physical image. If I did that for you 10 times, and in each of the images there was one thing different, and by the time you got to the end, there were 10 different changes. Would there be changes to the images? Yes or no?
No,
You're a fucking liar.
because you
You're
didn't
just
change the first
lying.
image. You're just
Yes,
creating
I
new
did.
images
So I create, okay,
with new
what are we
ideas.
working on? You know what? Here's where I understand now. I get you. I get where you're coming from. I understand where our disconnect is. Because you think that the image is the thing. The thing that we're working on is my creative imagination and skill. That's the thing we're working on. As long as
Yes.
the image, as long as the image reflects the thing that I'm working on, then it's the thing that I'm working on. That's the law of identity. So if I change the image 10 times, if I print number one and go, that's not it. If I print number two, that's not it. If I did it 10 times, if I did it 50 times, there's a change. Who's in control of that change? Holy shit. Looks like it's me. It looks like I'm the only person who needs to do it. But moreover, sir, moreover, maybe it only takes one. Maybe I only did it in the first time. You know why? Because I'm the arbiter of choosing if it looks right or not. We agree to that. The only person who can say it is an adequate expression of their human skill and imagination is the person who did it, and that would be me. There is no level of control greater than the arbiter of that piece's destiny. I have the control by which you're looking for. For you to say I don't, you have to be disingenuous because I'm the only person who does.
No, I. That's what I disagree with you on. I don't think you have control over the medium. That's why I don't think it's classified as art. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Who's controlling the medium then? Who controlled it?
The
It
AI
so so
that's
it
controlling the
so
whole
so
medium.
it's so it's the AI who can do nothing without me. The AI that waits for me to do the thing, right? The AI
The AI,
that is not autonomous and cannot act on its own without my direct intervention, without me controlling it, will do nothing. I'll ask you. I'll ask you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Can the AI produce art without me? Yes or no? That's for you.
a hard question to answer.
No, can the AI do it without me? No. Can the
No.
paintbrush do it without you? No. You know who has to do it? Me. That almost sounds like I'm in control. because it won't do anything until I say it. What do you call somebody who can make somebody or something do what you want? Control. That's the definition that we found together. And if the AI is only doing what I told it to do, who's controlling it, Big Flopper?
The AI is the one who's creating the
The
image.
AI is
Got
not
you.
in control. The AI does nothing until I tell it to. The AI is the thing that I'm telling it to do the thing. The AI does nothing. The
And
same
that's
way
what
your
I
paint.
personally disagree on with you.
But that, you know what? And that's fine. And that's where we're going to end the conversation. Because logically, factually, I've shown you that I've met every criteria and then some. But what we did over the last hour and 20 minutes, what you said was, hey, Phantom, these are all great facts, but have you considered my feelings? I don't give a shit about your feelings. Logically, factually, objectively, human creative skill expressed by a medium that they can control is art. I have satisfied that at every turn. I've satisfied it to your satisfaction, which is why you said, yeah, but I still don't feel. I don't care how you feel. The facts don't care how you feel. I have satisfied this condition across the board, and there's nothing left to be said on. Now I'll give you the final word. I'm not an asshole, but you're wrong. You're wrong, and I want you to go, and I want you to lay down, and I want you to be like, damn, that nigga hit me with some logic, and I was just like, nah, son, I don't like fucking logic. I'm gonna deal with my fifis. So, anything else, big homie? You know, I probably wouldn't have nothing else to say either. Jeez, oh fucking Pete's. Wow. Wow, guys. Holy fuck. Hey, do y'all like my picture? That's me. My son said I've been ruined by AI, but I look suave with that cane. You know what I'm saying? I think I look good right there. I think I look good. So yeah, I don't know what that was. I don't know what homeboy was getting on about. You know what, Archangel, you've been in here for a nice long while. I'm only here for a few minutes, but holy shit, you waited for a long time. Come on up, my guy. Are you still here? Are you still in here? Nah, look like he headed out. That's fine. Yeah, this was literally I didn't want to disrespect Dr. Barry's system with the donuts. That man paid. I wanted him to have his piece. And that man got an hour and 20 minutes of have you considered my feelings? No. No, I haven't considered your feelings. Can you factually prove that the dictionary is where we keep the words? Sure fucking can. Sure fucking can because that's where they are. That's where we are. And no, homeboy really whipped out a fucking article from 2017 from a guy who don't have nothing to do with art at all. Fucking anthropology. And he's like, here's what I think about art 10 years ago. No one cares. No one cares. And he thought that that was the equivalent to the dictionary definition. Zach Isro agreed with him, so that must be a logical. This is the world we live in, where as long as you agree with the person, they have facts. That's that's sad. That's sad, and it hurts my feelings because these are the people who are actively trying to say, "Hey, man, why are you trying to invade our space and you trying to take away from what we're doing?" AI art's not trying to take away anything you're doing. What you're doing is trying to stand on our necks and say that my creativity isn't creativity because I didn't do it the way you did it. You're doing the thing you're accusing us of, and walking around with this elitist attitude. Well, I picked up a pencil, so clearly mine must be superior to yours. Dr. Barry and I deal with these elitist fucks so often, it's sad. I'm not interested in what you think art should be. If your definition doesn't fall in a dictionary, if it's not logical, I'm not interested. Dude literally said, "Can you give me a definition of art without logic and facts?" No. No, because logic and facts is where normal people keep the reason. Like reason means something. Words mean words. It was hurtful. It was hurtful and it was painful. And you know what? I might send this to John or something and let somebody clip it. Like I don't have mods, so you guys won't get it, but I'll download it and I'll put it somewhere because holy fucking cow. This guy literally tried to tell me that the dictionary doesn't have facts and logic don't mean logic so that he could protect his feelings. I'll make sure you have it, Raven. Absolutely. I absolutely will. But since Archangel's not here, he already headed out and I don't see any other ops, that's fine. I wasn't looking to do a whole thing anyway. I just wanted to sort that out with him. I'm gonna head out. Thank you guys for sticking around as long as you did. Like I appreciate it, and I would like to think that you guys are like you're a smart bunch. If my logic was not sound, somebody would have caught me up on it. So I thank you for swinging by and keeping me level and keeping me sane. Good night, Sydney. I'll see you in a minute. Like I'm gonna just sign out and I'm gonna go to my real job. So I'll see you in a minute, boo. Good night, everybody.